You should know by now, I've already done the point guards. I did most of the shooting guards, and I only had a few shooting guards left to go through. Basically, basically for a long story short, let's just go over a recap of the shooting guards that I sadly did not get to. Um, um, you know, guys like, let me go to where I'm thinking of. We stopped at, basically, I left off at the Raptors, and you know, technically, you know, since Fred VanVleet is the starting shooting guard, Fred is most likely just gonna go on as a tier 3. I just don't see him on the same level as some of the more. I mean, he's a low tier 2, maybe high tier 3. He's not bad, but he's also not like amazing at anything. But he's definitely a good 6-man if he goes back to that role. James Harden, he's definitely first tier. He's one of the 5 elite shooting guards I already covered, and you know, I only have about one more to go from here. But yeah, Harden is the cream of the crop, and he is the best of the best. Derek White, I don't believe he starts, but if he does, he's definitely a low tier 3, definitely a solid player. You know, probably could be a little bit more consistent, but you know, anything's possible when you play for the Spurs. Devin Booker is a mid tier 2 shooting guard. Now, listen, I already made my disclaimers of everything. I look for winners, and I look for guys who have developed something. And don't get me wrong, Devin Booker may be one of the best scoring shooting guards in the league in this moment. He might be one of the best scorers in the league right now. But my issue with Devin Booker is the fact of the matter that he's done the same thing, gotten better at it over 6 years now, and it has led to almost, what, nothing? Not 6 years, my bad, that's an exaggeration, but you know, he's been in the league for a while now, and we've seen him do nothing but just score more, shoot a little bit better. Definitely can shoot the lights out, but until he makes the playoffs, until his team leads the wins, and until he can guard anybody, like anyone, he's just not going to be a top 5 shooting guard in my opinion. I'm sorry. But yeah, he's definitely a top 10, borderline top 5, just won't crack top 5 until he gets some defense. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is a tier 2. Shai is definitely improving. I love his hustle. I love his game. He has that smooth, calm demeanor, and he just plays, and he goes out there and does exactly what you need him to. So yeah, Shai is a mid-tier 2 type shooting guard. Malik Beasley, now he's actually one of my favorite players, just for the fact that he's come out of nowhere and he's became good for a team that pretty much has no clear third option. You see, you got young guys like a Kogi and Culver who we don't know what's going to happen yet. You got Keelan Martin who's been playing some. You know, the build around Carl and D'Angelo. So yeah, Malik is definitely like a tier 3 type shooting guard in my opinion. CJ McCollum is a tier 2, and he's a high end. CJ is like the 6th, 7th best in my opinion. You know, not a great defender either like Booker, but what you've seen out of CJ McCollum is that in the playoffs, the man just gets it done. When Dame was struggling last year, CJ just came alive. He single-handedly helped the Blazers get out of that series. And yes, Dame had his moments, but CJ was definitely the star of that series. And yeah. Klay Thompson is in the also top 5 elite cream of the crops. You know, Klay is just, he's Klay Thompson. The man signs toasters. He does exactly what you need him to. And there's no faulting that. Klay Thompson is just a great overall guy. Bradley Beal is the last shooting guard I covered today. And yeah, you know, he's the, 5th, 4th best in my opinion. Brad Beal is just, he just goes out there and scores the ball. You know, he could be better defensively also. You know, it's a common theme with these non-defensive type guys. You know, they seem to lack something, and it seems that he's lacking somewhat defense, as you can see here. You know, his defense is not horrible on 2K, but you know, let's just be 100 with ourselves. He could be better defensively is all I'm saying. And that's all there is to it.
This one's already in the 2. Look at him. They're going crazy now. I think this one's actually like kind of dead. So it's like holes and tunnels and stuff. So that's where